All right, once again, MC with Tech, and here's the video. This time, we're gonna do a video about my top 4 buds that I own that I enjoy on a regular basis, and I listen to on a regular basis. Plus a bonus pair of buds that I have, and I've had for a couple years now, that I listen to and keep in my car as I'm going to do my second job, and I listen to and have on me because they have the best hear through to me. And so with that being said, this is the video. We're going to go over the apps, the ANC, the touch controls, and a few of the features that the buds offer or don't offer, and why they should offer it, especially for the price of the buds. And what we're going to do is we're going to start off from the least expensive to the most expensive of the buds. And so with that being said, the least expensive is the More Piston Buds Pros. You can get these right now about $50. And so these are the least expensive of the 4 buds. Then we're going to move on to the Tune 230 NCs. These you can get right now about $60 to $80. These are nice quality sound buds with decent ANC. And then you're going to have the Beats Studio Buds. You can pick these up right now between $80 and $120. A lot of platforms right now about $80. And so then you're going to have the Galaxy Buds 2 Pros. Now these are the Galaxy Bud 2 Pros. You can pick these up. When they first came out, they were like $230. Now you can pick these up for about $200. And like I said, great pair of earbuds, a lot of features, featured heavy, but I'm going to tell you why they're worth it and they're not worth it when it comes to these buds and all the buds. And then we're going to have a bonus bud, the Galaxy Bud Plus. These are a great pair of buds. There's no active noise cancellation on them, but the hear through or the ambient mode is nice on these. And like I said, this is the video. Let's get into it. We're going to go over all 4 of the buds. And the reason why we're not going to do the features of the 5th buds, because they pretty much, the Galaxy Buds 2 Pros and the Galaxy Buds Plus have similar features. So we're not going to go over the same features twice. So let's go over it. Let's get into the video. MC with Tech. So we're going to go into the video and we're going to talk about the first one, which is the least expensive, and that is the One More Piston Bud Pros. So we're going to see how fast they connect. That's going to be one of the topics, how fast each bud connects. And once you open them and take them out of the case. So you open them, taking them out the case, 1001, 1002. There it is. So it's completed. They're right there. And so that's one feature that we're going to talk about on it, how fast they pair up. And as you can see, they pair up pretty fast. So now that you see, after they're set up, you have your active noise cancellation, your pass-through, and your off when it comes to the ANC. And like I said, you can really tell the difference of your audio once ANC is on. And so with that being said, we're going to the touch controls of it, because you have your custom settings that you can set on each of the buds. You can have it play in any kind of way you want to, play and pause, right or left. And so that's one feature of the app. And like I said, another feature is you have your equalizer. So it has an equalizer, and these are presets for the equalizer. It doesn't have a custom equalizer where you can tune your headphones or earbuds the way you want to, and that's something that I don't like about them. But it's not a deal breaker. So with that being said, because a lot of buds don't have it, but it's not a deal breaker, and that's some of the things I do like about the app and everything. Then plus you have your smooth sounds that's on the earbuds, and that will give you your smooth sounds. It has a product quick guide set up, firmware. Everything's up to date on the firmware, so we don't have to update it. But it gives you a few features and settings that I would like. Plus, like I said, it has a low latency mode for gaming. And those are things that the app gives you that I do like about the buds. One thing also, in order for the buds to work properly, you're going to have them in your ear. So it has that sensor that notifies you when you have it in your ear. Plus, you can, with these, plus the buds, what you can do is you're going to be able to play one bud at a time when you're listening to your music. So you can take them out and you can play and you can pause your music. So one thing you're going to be able to do is you can play and pause your music. So when you take one bud out, the music will continue to play in the other bud. It'll pause, then you can hit back and you can hit play. You can put the bud back in your ear and you can take the left one out. So it pauses the music and you can push it and the bud will start playing again. So you're going to be able to have the right one in or the left one in and still listen to your music. And that's a bonus for this bud. So one thing you'll be able to do is double tap the right bud, music up, double tap one time, 2 times, left bud, music down. So you're going to be able to get your touch controls from the buds. I wish it had more features because like I said, sometimes it doesn't have the feature heavy that the more expensive buds does, but it does have a ample amount of touch controls. And like I said, the ANC is at a low level, so you're not going to be able to block out those mid-range noises or the loud noises like the more expensive earbuds, but they are decent, especially for the price. So now let's talk about the bass on the buds. Now the bass on these buds, now you're not expecting mind-blowing bass, because I am a bass head and I love bass on my headphones or earbuds. They're not mind-blowing, but they are decent. So all the way up, you're going to get decent level of bass. And the bass is nice as far as for a pair of earbuds. And it's got a decent sound. Like I said, one more makes a nice pair of earbuds. These are not the top earbuds, but they make a nice earbud. And the bass is one of the features that I do love about any earbuds, that they're decent. And like I said, having the buds and experiencing the music in them, I like them, especially for the price range. So these are the One More Piston Bud Pros. Okay, next we're going to have the JBL Tune 230 NCs. Now, I get kind of geeked or hyped when I hear about these, but pull out these buds because I like the bass in them. I like that you have a built-in equalizer inside of the app. I like the Amazon Assistant that's built into the earbuds. And this is why I recommend anybody who wants to purchase a pair of earbuds but don't want to pay over $100, there you go. There you go. These right here, to me, can't be beat. I'm sorry. Now, I know I'm just an average consumer, but they can't be beat. So let's see how fast it takes for them to pair up. Once you pull them out the case, so they're out of the case, got one in my ear. All right, it sounded off a connection. And let's see. So it sounded off and said it was connected. I didn't quite get that inside of the phone, but it sounded off in my ear that it was connected. And so here is the JBL Tune 230s. You click inside the app. And here we go. So you're going to have your active notification on, your 3 levels, your active noise cancellation, your ambient mode, and your talk through. So it has a talk through mode. You can tune it off. And then here goes the equalizer. So you have your equalizer. You have presets. But what you can also do is you can set this up to have your own. So this is what I like about these as far as a headset. See, you can adjust this and make it to what you want. And that's what makes these buds great. And that's what I like about them. You can have that preset, or you can go into the settings and you can adjust these to the way you want to adjust it. And that's what makes this great as far as a pair of headphones. And I think all headphones should have this feature. And so then you're going to have your adjusters where you have your voice assistant, your playback mode and controls. It have your voice aware, and that allow you to have your voice aware high or low. You can turn that on or off. You can toggle that. And you can have your smart audio and video, will give you that latency mode for your videos and audio. And you, like I said, you have that built-in Google Assistant. You have Find My Buds. And that's what makes this a better pair of earbuds than the One Mores. But man, the EQ settings on here, I love it. And it gives you a more reach bass. And I like that about these headphones. So, not that you can hear it because I got the earbuds in, but what this Google Assistant does. Now, this is what I like about these earbuds. The Google Assistants, when you get a text message or a message from any of your social media, it's going to read it off to you. It's going to tell you if you get a text message, who sent the text message. It's going to read you exactly what they said. And it doesn't disturb you while you're at work. You know, you can talk and listen to your notifications hands-free. And you can respond just as fast, you know. Just pull your phone out, boom, 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 and respond to it. And like I said, that's what makes these earbuds to me. As far as I'm concerned, they come in at number 2 because of that price range, but I would put these above the Beats Studio Buds, and that's just me. And so, like I said, next to the 4 that I have that I rock on a regular basis, these right here got to be number 2. I love everything about these buds. So, with that being said, let's talk about the one working with the one end. So let's talk about working the buds, one in the case, one off. So the music is still playing. So you're getting the buds where you're going to get left and right controls. Like I said, where one of the buds works, one is in the case. And let's put the other one in the case. So with the left one in the case, I'm still hearing music through my right earbud. And that's one thing I like about them. You still get that feature. And so you're also going to get your tap to pause the music. It works. There's no problem with that. Tap to play. And we're back in. We're playing the music. As you can see, those features. And if I was going to say one thing I don't like about these buds, and I got to be brutally honest, is the fact that you don't have more control of the earbuds when they're in your ears. You're either going to have 2 presets or 1 preset as far as the controls. Now, the one thing you can do is you can change your control settings inside of the app. I like that. But what you can't do is have multi functions of that in controls inside the app. And that's why I don't like the buds. Don't do multiple things. You can only have two settings of that control in it. Now, the one thing I do like about these, and let me talk on the last subject, is that's the bass in these. The bass in these are nice. I don't know if it's the way it fits in your ear because they fit nicely. You know, it has that stem type setting in there. Let me just show you. I don't know if this what makes where you can put these in your ear the way you want to, and it kind of like fit in there, and they get into that earlobe or in the ear hole. But let me tell you something. It makes the bass sound a lot better than the One Mores or the Beats. And that's why I like them. Even the Galaxy, I think the bass sounds better on these than the Galaxy Buds. But we'll get to that. But like I said, these what makes these a nice pair of earbuds, plus that price, under $100. You're talking right now, I think, between 60 and 80. Cannot beat it. Cannot beat it. These are the Tune 230 NCs. All right, next up, the Beats Studio Buds. So let's talk about the Beats Studio Buds. We're going to get into everything as I get to going, because let me tell you, I do like these buds. Just don't get it wrong. I do like them. But because it doesn't have a few of the features I like, and they're kind of like, don't like how I got to place them on my ear just for me to be able to do the touch controls, makes me not like them. It makes me, honestly, brutally, makes me not want to wear them. So I don't wear them that much. And so with that being said, it was worth the purchase, but it's not worth the purchase. Now, if you're the type of person that can put these in your ear and it works for you, go purchase these because you're going to enjoy them. But if it's not, then what you're not going to do is you're not going to like them. And you're going to go hunt for you a different pair of buds. You might even give these things away. So that's what I don't like about them. So let's get into the fact of how quick they pair up. So taking them out of the case, has a very strong magnet, the strongest magnet of all of them. So let's take it, let's close it, and let's put them in my ear. And honestly, I have the music playing. As you can see in the video, it was already paired up. The music is on. And so, like I said, it instantly pairs. You won't have a problem once you get them paired to your device. You won't get them have a problem with them pairing. They pair, they sound good, and they're nice. And so, with that being said, one of the things I don't like about them is, like I said, the touch controls. You know, one touch, play and pause, all those features, that's nice. And you can click it up to get the music to go forward. That's the right one. Kick it black 3 times. That'll get the music to go back. As you can see. It's kind of rough. You got to click it 3 times real fast. That'll get the music to go back. And that's what I'm trying to say. You know, you're trying to get the music to perform and do what it does, and I don't like that. So let's go into the factory. Let's go back. Let's go into the Beat Studio app. So let's go into the Beat Studio app. So here's the Beat Studio app that you get. So you have your hear through off. I mean, my fault. You have your active noise cancellation off in your transparency mode or your hear through. And so it has those features. It'll give you a percentage for the, like every other bud. You can name your buds, and then you can have your functions, and then you can have press and hold. You can have your controls, call to answer, end calls, and that's it. That's pretty much it. Now you can go into here and you can do a little bit more things when it comes to your app settings and stuff like that. But it's not really featured heavy, and there's no EQ. So you have no EQ presets. You have no EQ within the buds. And that's what I don't like, that you don't have anything that makes these stand out. It does have good highs. The active noise cancellation on is, out of these 4 buds, I'm going to say they're almost tied for the JBLs. You know what I'm saying? I thought the active noise cancellation would be better, but maybe it's the fact that I can't get them in my ear solid. So I'm going to be fair and say I can't get these in my ear the right way a lot of times to probably get that active noise cancellation to stand out. And that's a problem for me. You know, being that I'm a music person, I'm always listening to music, and I can't get these buds to perform the way I want them to perform, but they do sound loud and they do sound nice. And like I said, the volume up, you know, you got to really just a lot of times I have to use the volume up on my device instead of using the controls on the buds. And I'm not too happy with that, you know, because I should be able to tap my bud, listen to my bud, and get the music to go up, go down. And you got to do a lot of this stuff inside of the setting inside the app and, you know, or on the device. And that's not fair to me as a consumer, because like I said, I want my music to go up. See, and I'm fast forwarding the track. And I don't like that, you know, but that's something that I don't like. But like I said, when it comes to the buds themselves, as far as music and music quality, you have a lot. They get loud. The bass is decent. The active noise cancellation, I'm going to say it's still decent. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's going to cancel out low and maybe some mid-range noises. I'm not going to say it really cancels out a lot of highs. But like I said, if it was for the features of the buds and the EQ, I would not waste my money on these. And I just got to be brutally honest, you know, because that's what we're doing. We're doing YouTube videos, being brutally honest. And like I said, if I was going to say one thing about these earbuds, these are not the ones for me to purchase and have that featured heavy buds. So let's go on to the next bud, and the last and greatest for last. So let's go into the last earbuds. These are the Galaxy Bud 2 Pros. And with that being said, these are the best out of the 4 buds that I have. But they're also the most expensive. And let's get into that. Like I let you know, they're the most expensive. They are featured heavy. I love these buds. The active noise cancellation is good. You cancel out your lows, your mids, and even some of your highs. It all depends on where you are. I've had these in public and listened to them, and yeah, I'm trying to tell you, it gets rid of some of the voices that you hear from people, you know, especially with the music up. So if you have these up and they're above, a little bit above mid-level as far as the music goes, it's going to cancel people out, you know, so I'm going to be honest with you. Great. The hear-through or the transparency mode on these, great. They make some of the best hear-through or active noise hear-through in the business. So with that being said, they're great. They pair instantly up. It is a Galaxy device. They are Galaxy Buds. And so it's an instant pairings. Right now they're paired up. See, you might get to the count of 1 and they're going to pair up. And the sounds on these are nice. One thing I don't like about them Price. Let me go with the first one. First thing, price. I don't like the price on them because at the end of the day, these go out the door $230, $240, and even, man, so I've seen them as high as $250 when they first came out. Now, I have seen them as low as now $200 because it's been a few months since they've been out. But the one thing I'm going to tell you is that I don't like about them. Let's go to the app. Let's get out of the music. Let's go to the app. And I do have the earbuds in my ear, so if I'm talking a little loud, I do have that on. But let's go to the music. And so we're going to go into the app and your Samsung wearables and the buds. So we're going to go to the buds. So let's talk about these. You're going to have your active noise cancellation. You can see it's on. You're going to have off. And man, it makes a chirp in your ear. And when you have them off, you can hear a lot more. Then you're going to have your ambient sound. With that ambient sound, I mean, everything just got clear. Like I said, it's like my voice is not like a robot. I can hear it just as clear. And that's the one thing I do like about these is that ambient sound or hear through. So let's go back to active noise cancellation. So the active, like I said, things just got a little bit more. It got voice detection, 360 audio. Now, the 360 audio I have toggled off, but when you are playing 360 audio on these buds, different. Everything's different. Your music is different. Everything's different. So you have your touch controls. And see, let's look into your touch controls. All these are toggled on. So with the touch controls, you get multiple touch controls. Something you didn't have in the other buds where you can control your touch controls on everything. This is what makes this great. This is what makes this and by far the best of all the buds. But when you get down here and let's go into their EQs, this is where I have a problem with Samsung. And this is because it doesn't have a EQ where you can control. All these are EQ presets. You got normal, bass, boost, soft, dynamic, clear, tremble. Do they get the job done? Absolutely. But the problem is I can't control the EQ. See, there's no control in that. As far as your Google, your assistant, it's Bixby. Yeah. That's all I got to say. It's Bixby. It is not the Google Assistant. I haven't really did a test to see if I can put the Google Assistant on here, so I'm going to be for real with you. But I don't like it. You have your ear detection. You have your seamless connection for earbud connect. Stretch your neck when you in a position for one or more places. Man, it has a lot of features. But what it doesn't have, software update. Matter of fact, I think they're due for a software update. And like I said, these are featured heavy. You know, you got a lot of features. So one thing about most of the buds, you're going to have Find My Buds. You know, I don't know if I said that. You're going to have Find My Bud. You can have it read your notifications out loud, just like the JBLs. But it works, but it's not the JBLs. I'm going to be honest with you. That Google Assistant reading your notifications is 10 times better. It's not the JBLs. And so what I'm going to say this, if Samsung wants to compete with Google when it comes to the vocal assistant, they're going to have to either put Google in here or they're going to have to up their game with Bixby. Because like I'm trying to tell you, it is not the same. That Google Assistant on the JBLs is much better than the voice assistant or the notification reader on these Galaxy Buds. And the price is so far stretched. No. The price is so far stretched just when it comes to these. You're talking about 2+ versus these $80. And the voice assistant is way better. So that's one thing I'm going to tell you that I don't like about these. The voice assistant, the EQ, and the don't get me wrong, you can have multi-devices connected to these, especially if they are Samsung devices. But you should be able to pair, have everything looked at, have that multi-pairing, or everything, all kind of features. Man, they should be featured heavy. And that's one thing I'm trying to tell you. When it comes to everything for the price, you should get everything. So with that being said, I love these earbuds. I can't tell you there's not too much about them because nothing is going to be perfect. So don't ever get it twisted that we buy things as consumers and they're perfect. They're never perfect, because if it's perfect, we wouldn't be buying the next device. So they're not going to give you everything in one device, and let's not be naive. This is how we rock in the world. You can't get everything, but these are going to be one of my top earbuds that I have. And there we go. So just enjoy the video. So now let's talk about bass. So the bass, it's just okay. You know what I'm saying? It's good. You're going to get nice sounds because you're going to have that music codecs on these that some of the other buds don't have, especially when you're listening to your Samsung device with these buds. Like I have the S22 Ultra. I have my Tab S6, and you're going to get good sound because those are Samsung devices. And so they have the Dolby Atmos that's set up for these, and you get that codecs that's built in through the devices, and you're going to get great sound. And that's one thing that I have to say about these. The bass is decent. You got beautiful highs, beautiful music that flows through them. I can listen to these all day, and they're comfortable in your ear. And the touch controls are comfortable. So let's go just a little bit over the touch controls real quick, and I will show you how seamlessly these work. So let's go over the music. And so tap, and we're playing. So in order for these to work, just tap the top of your ear, and the music will go down, so that is me touching the top of my left ear, not the bud itself, but the top of my left ear, because that's how you control the volume, is just touching your ear, tapping the top of your ear, and the volume will go up. Now I'm touching the right side of my ear, and as you can see on the phone, on the device, the volume is going up. The touch controls are sick. They're sick on this device. And like I said, you can play, pause music, answer your phone calls. And like I said, there is nothing you can't tell me about these earbuds except for those two features. Those two features. And phenomenal pair of earbuds. Phenomenal. You know, I love the music on them, the codecs of the music and everything like that with Dolby Atmos. Phenomenal bud. Another thing is, when you're playing these, you're going to be able to take one bud out, just as in the others, and the music will still play. So the music is still playing, case closed, with the earbuds in, out. So with the earbuds out of my ear, you still got one playing. So let's take the right one out, put it back in. Then let's put the left one in the case. Music is still playing. So that is something that you got to love about it. That you can play your music, no pausing. So I don't know if you noticed through the video, if you take your time and you look through the video, when you take one bud out of your ear and get ready to put it back in the case, on all the other buds, the music stopped. I think on one of them, the music continued to play. Once you put the earbud back in the case and close it, then the music would play. But that's something that I don't know if I like because it pauses the music, but with the Galaxy Buds, they seamlessly work. No pausing of the music. Put a bud in, you can continue to listen to your music or your phone calls, and it will keep working. That's what I like about them. So now that we're about to close the video out, let me tell you this. All these buds are decent with ANC, but one is better than the most. It costs the most. And that's okay, because when you buy something that's expensive as the earbuds are, you want the active noise cancellation to be above a lot of others. So with that being said, we're going to start with the least expensive, but these are the One More Piston Bud Pros. And I'm going to say this real fast. Decent ANC. It's not the best, but it will cancel out some low end noises, and it has a built-in app. And that's what I like about these as an earbuds. And like I said, right now you can pick these up for $50. So if you ask me, paying $50 for the One More Piston Buds Pros, absolutely, I'll do that. I'll pay $50 for these. So the next one we have is the JBL Tune 230 NCs. So I'm going to tell you this. Out of all, I like the app on these. The app on these are better than most of these when it comes to the app. I like the app. I like the Google Assistant on the app. And if I was going to purchase one that's under $100, it's definite JBLs over the Beat Studio Buds. So I'm just telling you that. That's my opinion. I would purchase these anytime over these when it comes to that under $100 or right at or over $100, that's me right here, the JBLs. I like the app, I like the bass, and that's what makes me want to purchase these, plus that Google Assistant. So the next one is the Studio Buds. I like these. I like the loudness of them. And I am not going to tell you that out of the four, they are my least favorite though. And I'm going to tell you the why. The fit in the ears is not where it is for me. I don't like how they fit in my ear. I struggle to put them in my ear. I don't like the fit of them. And when I have to do the push controls on them, it's kind of uncomfortable. And so I would not recommend these as a bud that you would pay over $100 for, you know. And I don't know why they came in at $150, but like I said, right now you can pick them up between $80 and $120. I would say, to me, with no app and the touch controls on these right here, about $60, $80 at best for me. But the sound quality is nice. Let me rephrase that. Let me go back and tell you, the sound quality is nice, but I wouldn't pay for the fact of the struggles with the buds. And so with that being said, these are the Supreme Buds. These are the Galaxy Bud 2 Pros. These are the Supreme. The one thing I don't like about these is the app. It needs to have an EQ adjustment when you can adjust the EQ inside the app, and that you can, you can just adjust that level, instead of the presets. But you have that 360 audio on these. You have the music codecs for these that make these the superior over these four. I will rock these all day, can rock these all day, have rocked these all day, and I love these buds. And the hear through is good. This really is just as good as the Galaxy Bud Pluses, but I like these because everything is hear through. But, like I said, I'm also wearing these when I'm in a building by myself and I need to have that hear through rock, and I got these. But if you want decent bass, you want that hear through, and you want that active noise cancellation when you're working in an area that's loud, these are going to cancel out. These are going to cancel out low, mid, and some high in noises, especially at the music at a decent level. So with that being said, MC with Tech, hit like and subscribe to the video. Hit like and subscribe. But before I go, let me tell you this. Why I would not purchase these Galaxy Bud 2 Pros. The reason why is because of that, not having that built-in equalizer in the app, not having a Google Assistant. These are why I would not purchase these. And the price. Because like I said, when you pay for a pair of earbuds and you are $200, almost $300 on the buds, you want all the features, the multi-pairing, you want all the features. And sometimes that's what Samsung likes to do, is when they build a bud, is give you, or build a device, give you all the features that you're paying your money's worth. And that's why I said, if I wasn't going to purchase these at that price, those are the reasons. MC with Tech. Hit like and subscribe. Trying to get the channel to grow. Hit like and subscribe.